Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Coolest Charles podcast. Hope you're good. To do player analysis right of Liam Delap. So stay tuned, guys. But before I go on, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm getting closer, guys, to 1,000 subscribers. So please kindly help me to reach that target as soon as possible. So today I'm going to talk about Liam Delap. How will he fit to Chelsea and everything? And also, maybe in the last 10 or 15 minutes left, I'm going to try to give you the latest transfer news if you actually have anything. Because like Naomi says, yesterday was quiet. So hopefully today we can hear some news because it's been quiet. And I think we have how many days left? Let me just check. We have 7, 8, 9. We have actually 4 days to complete signings for the Club World Cup. It's going to be fascinating. That how are we going to do? Let me use this one. Yeah, I think this is much better. So I'm gonna start here. Chelsea Ultra says, "Good morning from Wales. All beautiful blues. Big up, bro. Big up, bro. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up. Chelsea Ultra, I appreciate it." And Naomi says, "I think we hear news by Tuesday." Yeah, hopefully we hear them today, bro, because it's been quiet. Yesterday quiet, today quiet. We are slow. Yeah, I agree with you, but hopefully something is happening behind the scenes. Hopefully. Big up Poogie, big up bro. Says, so excited for Liam Delap. Personally, like I said, he was not my first choice, but he's a Chelsea player right now. And I'm going to support the boy 100%. Since I'm trying to send super chat, but only shows membership option. No, let me see something. Oh, okay. I'll try to fix that, bro. So thank you very much. But you can gift one or two people super chat, or even one, it will be fine, so that it can help the channel. Big up, Poogie. Big up, Poogie. Yeah, I'll try to fix that. I was not aware actually, so I'm just seeing right now. So I'm going to try to fix it, see what is happening. If I don't find a solution, I'm gonna try to contact YouTube. Says Fair been very silent. I know why, working behind the scenes. I just hoping Austin says something. Yeah, I think maybe by Monday, Tuesday, you're gonna hear something, but hopefully today or tomorrow. Because like you said, it's been quiet. Uh, so I'm gonna start here, right? Thank you, Poogie. I appreciate it. So I'm gonna start here. Um, let me do this. I'm gonna start here. Let me remove this picture actually. Um, no, no. What is happening? This picture is going to. Yeah. So I'm gonna start here, right? Liam complete Chelsea transfers. From Chelsea is delighted to announce that Town with the striker signing a contract until 2031, which is 6 years, says an England international under an English sorry an England under 21 international Delap stacked 12 times in the Premier League during 2024-25 campaign, was shortlisted from Young Player of the Season award. He said, "I understand the stage of the club and can see trajectory it on with those players, and the coach is going to be incredible praise for me to develop. I hope achieve amazing things here and help the club to win trophies." So overall, like I said, I'm gonna start here, right? For instance, we breed to sell players to Nkunku, Sterling, and Chilwell. Like you said, hopefully we sell some players. What I hear is that we like Nico Williams. I don't mind him, but I don't think it's possible. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why right now. So I'm gonna start reading some comments from people what you thought about Liam Delap, and I'm gonna do a player analysis. Then I'm gonna use a tactical board to see how will he fit to Chelsea. Potentially him with Nicholas Jackson or him with Hugh Ekitike, which for me I think it would happen, but I don't think will happen as soon as possible because of the asking price. So according to Tommy, he says Liam Delap gets too much disrespect. He fit the profile that Chelsea needs and has the skill set to add a difference option up front to Nicholas Jackson. I can't help thinking that he is not rated because he plays for a lower tier Premier League club and is not played abroad. Yeah, seems like this guy really likes Delap. I know why. I know why. Uh, Chelsea Ultra says Fab is mostly clickbait. Yeah, Fab actually is so good with creating news over and over again until here we go because it helps him to generate money on X. So I understand why. I know most of the people don't like that, but for him financially, really helps him. So overall, it's 50-50. I know we have different opinions, but I know why Fab is doing that. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe, guys. Not this one. Okay, says Nico wants 250K per week plus bonuses. I do not believe those owners will pay that. Bro, how can we do that? How can we do that? I think if we do that, we're going to upset a lot of our Chelsea players, right? As much as I prefer Nico Williams over Gittins and everything, for me, that's a lot. Look at Arsenal, one team. Look at Bayern, one team. A lot of players, a lot of clubs want him, but they are not doing that because of this price tag. So I understand why. He says, I think Iketike will happen by Tuesday. Maybe Brentford will reduce his price. I don't know, bro. You know what they did with Omar Mamush? What happened? Manchester City were knocking. Manchester City said they were asking, they were paying low fee. Frankfurt said, no, you can't do that. And Manchester City eventually paid the release clause and they got their player. So that team is so hard to negotiate, bro. So, like you said, hopefully we can do something, build a relationship, and they're linked to Strasbourg players. Maybe we can do something there. Let's see what will happen. You see, centre back links been quiet too. Personally, I don't think we are going to sign a centre back, or maybe we might sign one. But personally, I don't think we're going to sign a centre back. Personally, that's my take. So I'm gonna read his attributes also. It says we are looking at Gerald Hertel, left back, centre back, maybe one more uh, Trevor Chalaba just ago. Personally, I want Trevor Chalaba to stay, but I don't know if Trevor Chalaba would like to settle as a squad player because the World Cup is looming right now. So will he settle to be a squad player? I don't think so. But let's see what is going to happen. So let me read this. Liam Delap, finisher, movement, think, fighter. I don't want to pronounce this because it seems like he's using his language. It says ball control, finishing instinct, position of movement, composure, first touch, controls and skills, speed and acceleration, hold up play and strength, comfortable and aura, work rate and pressing, weak foot and aerial ability, mentality. Personally, I will say this, right? I'm not sure about his first touch. His first touch really needs to improve, but in terms of area duels, it's all about him dominating, but he need to dominate and score goals because you can't say he will dominate aerial duel, but still he won't he won't score goals. So he needs to dominate and score goals. But in terms of movement and strength and everything, I agree with you, 100%. You remember the game we played against Ipswich Town? The game we lost 2-0. This guy, man, he was pain in the ass. This guy, he was giving our centre backs a nightmare because of his movement and everything. So, yeah, man. Says, according to Vince, Benfica won Felix. Yeah, but it seems like they want a low fee and Chelsea want to sell him permanently. And like I said, the time we were signing him, I said, personally, we don't need that profile. But if you sign him and buy a striker, I'll be happy. What did we do? We signed him only, and he pushed for a similar move when he was not getting enough game time. Fair enough. I understand he as a player want to play more games. What did he do at AC Milan? Forgot. So I don't want him at Chelsea. I like him as a player, but I don't, man. I don't want this kind of players at Chelsea. He says he just saturates the market with the same news multiple times a day, and he is raw more and than people get noticed. 100%. I think Noni and Jackson will get sold. I don't think Noni will get sold personally. I don't think Noni will get sold. Even though he's crap, but Noni Madueke is one of our best wingers. But even though he's a crap, says thoughts on chances to win the Club World Cup. Personally, if we sign Hato, Mike Menye, Hugo Kitike, or another striker, we stand a chance. Because as much as Liam Delap and Jackson are good players, but they're still raw, and we need more creativity. So I don't know, bro. I don't know, but We are Chelsea, we are in there to win it. And hopefully we come with the trophy, but we need some players. And pick up my bro, pick up my bro, pick up my bro, keep my puppy, pick up bro. It's been a while. Says I like our chance if we just make maybe 3 good signings in key areas, 100%, bro. Like I said, midfielder we are packed, right? Defense you're on and off, but in terms of the Premier League table, we are third in the Premier League, and we could have been second if maybe Robert Sanchez or our defenders didn't make horrible mistakes and we concede goals. So we could have been our second, right? So we are not that bad. This is what if I overcome in for Noni. Well, it depends on the player. If the player want to go, I think the club will sell him. Just keep Noni for a season, 100%. Says I like Trevor. He is a pure profit. If 40 or more comes, I'll take it. I don't think clubs will pay for it. I think maybe 30 or 25. Napoli want him. And also, I think Crystal Palace will come back for him. And because they have a Europa League next season, which is good for them. They're going to have money. So I see him going there. Personal Crystal Palace than Napoli. But let's see what will happen. Chelsea Muse says Liam Delap this season. 32 starts, 12 goals, 2 assists, 0.41 goals per 90, 1.38 successful dribbles per 90, 72.7 tackles, 1 per 90, 5.41 juice, 1 per 90. Chelsea News number 9. Wow. Yeah, I'm just happy Manchester United not playing USL, but at the same time, it seems like Manchester United are going aggressive. They sent Cunha, they want Victor Gogorets, and they are talking with Brentford from Bemo. So if they sign those players, it's going to be interesting. But overall, I think it's a crap team, but never rule them out because they're United. Never ever rule them out. So before going to player analysis, I'm gonna compare Liam Delap uh, with Nicholas Jason. Delap. They will move Noni for fifth or more. That is why we're still looking for a right winger, even though we have Noni, Neto, and Estava coming. Well, let's see what will happen. Because there are rumors that Newcastle want a Noni Madueke. So let's see what will happen. Let's see what will happen, guys. Personally, if you sell him, I won't be bothered because I don't think Noni Madueke is our key player, just like maybe Cole Palmer, Enzo Fernandez, Moses Caicedo, those kind of players. Rich James, Marco Corella, Levi Colwell. Like those players I mentioned, they are our key players. So I wouldn't bother if you sell Noni Madueke, but if we sell him, we need to buy players that are going to improve us. Simple as that. Papi says this. They don't have wingbacks. Manchester United, I think, what's that kid from was playing for his team? Man, I forgot that kid. They're signing in January, left back. I think it's good. I wish, I think we. I don't think it's possible. And he's a good player also. Him and Buemo. So this the comparison between Liam Delap and Nicholas Jackson. At the moment, Jackson is far better than Liam Delap. I agree 100%. But this guy here that we are linked with is far better than these two players. Look at this. That's why I want Chelsea to sign him. Iketike. So they have Iketike is 22, Liam Delap 22, Jackson is 22. In terms of passes received, Liam Delap received 7.8, which is low. That's why I so hard to judge Liam Delap at Ipswich Town, which is 7.8, which is low. Jackson at Chelsea, 50.8. Iketike at Frankfurt, 68, which is a lot. That's why he's doing very well. Delap 60.8, Jackson 54.9, and Iketike is 56.9. Wow. In terms of non-penalty goals, Lem Delap 50.3, Jackson 71.4, Iketike 83.9. Wow, 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 wow. That's why I saw, bro, we need to sign Iketike. We need to sign Iketike. Papi says this, says if he leaves, that means more pressure on Astava, and he had a bad game, and the fans would abuse him. Keep no need to keep pressure off Astava. 100%, bro. 100%. That's why, like I said, as much as we are signing kids and everything, but for me personally, it's very important to integrate them, right? So then don't play Astava for the sake of playing. Integrate him so that he can use to the Premier League, use to Chelsea and everything. In terms of talent, it's a fantastic talent, but we need to be careful how we develop it. So, what is your take on this, guys? Iketike, look at this, man. Iketike is far better than our strikers. Uh, Wow, man. Oh, no, 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 no. We need to sign this player, but it will be so hard to sign him. Chelsea says Estava one guaranteed game time and Noni will not be happy on the bench. If you, it will be NATO or Estava with our own judge as a third. Ah, man. Personally, I think if you sign a one winger, right? Let's say we sign Gittings. That means most likely NATO are going to play the other side or Noni Marueke. Just like Enzo Maresca did. You remember what Enzo Maresca did at Chelsea? Let me show you something right now in terms of this. Right? You see, Noni was playing this side, Nato was playing this side. So that's why I say even if we sign Gittings and everything, I think I think we are good because Noni Madueke was creating chances that side, but the issue was not being clinical. Since Yamal was slowly introduced to them. 100%, bro. 100%. So before going to analysis and everything, like I said, I'm going to read comments about Liam Delap and everything. Then, as soon as possible, I'm going to do that. It says Chelsea Atra says this. We are not Barcelona and Estava is not homegrown. Playtime is I his contract. Yeah, but again, like you said, like I think it's very important to integrate him because if he plays every game and he's doing poorly, this fan base will slaughter him. So we need to be careful. Mm. Guys, if you're new, you haven't subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I'm getting to 1,000 subscribers, so help me to reach there as soon as possible, guys. So I'm gonna after this stream, I'm going to fix the super chat issue because he's offering only memberships. I don't know why. I don't know why it's offering only memberships only. So I'll just check what is happening. Then, if I'm struggling, I'm going to contact YouTube as soon as possible. Here says Liam Delap is everything you want in a striker. Attributes: elite level ball striker, high level of link up play, physically fit, strong. Say tenacious in a side that set up like ours under Maresca. It had to find reasons for him to fail. I'm so excited, bro. We are all excited to see what is happening. What will happen at Chelsea with Liam Delap, right? So this Simple United says Liam Delap visits Premier League strikers. Jules one first, dribble penalty first, ball carrying frequency first, progression action rate first. Wow. This is a very interesting stat from this who I think is who scored, right? So let me do this. Actually, I need some water. So guys, let me get some water. I'm thirsty. Talking about Estevão, says playtime is in his contract, my friend. This was made clear when he signed. That's the only reason we got him over Madrid. Well. I hear you, but what if, for example, he's studying our games and he doesn't perform very well? Should the coach keep on playing him? So that's my question to you. Since Madrid never wanted him, it was over Barcelona. They never got him because of finance. So according to WhoScore, says Liam Delap statistically calculated scored characteristics, right? Strength, dribbling, weakness, passing, discipline, hold up play, defensive contribution. I disagree. I disagree. Passing, I think it's not his weakness. Discipline, yes. He got a lot of yellow cards, 12 last season. How that play, I disagree. Defensive contribution, I disagree. Exactly. Look at this. I have watched him before and hold on to the ball. Doesn't seem like his weakness. Look at this. Says, whoa, what the F is this? Hold up play weakness, defensive weakness. Where's his finishing? Weak foot, positioning, attacking run, pressing. You literally left everything out. 100%. That's why I'm saying, like, nah, 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 nah. This can be true. Big up, my bro Ty. Big up, my bro Ty. If you like to join Ty, me talk about Liam Delap, you're most welcome. I'll send you the link as soon as possible because I know you like to do a player profile. I think having you on the panel will help us a lot in terms of analyzing this player. So big up, my bro. So if you're free, you let me know. I'll send you the link right now. Says the defensive, I disagree 100%. Madrid did want him. He and Enrique, along with Vini, were supposed to be their the long-term future. Excuse my tapping, guys. My epilepsy mid are starting go to affect my eyes, and I must type this way. No, it's okay, bro. It's okay, bro. I understand. Says Delep is a monster on defense, 100%, 100%. So let me do this. Uh, oh, sorry about it, Ty. Okay, let me answer this call, right? Sorry, guys, about it. I was just receiving a call, and then it's a family member, so there's no way that I'm going to ignore those people because what if something happened and I ignore the call? Says I wish I could join. At the hospital with my sister. Sorry about it, bro. Hopefully everything is well, and then wish your sister speedy recovery, bro. Says I like delay, but was need more fan high and Hexen. Oh man, says more than him and Jackson. Sorry. No, I understand. Says I'm not saying he's a playing every game, but he will have a sustaination time and room to grow. 100%. Big up, Ty. Big up, Ty. So let me do this. Now I need to share the real stats of Liam Delap, right? Because I did have something here for Liam Delap for you guys. So let me check that. Where's that? Where's that? I did save something on Liam Delap. So why? Yeah. Now these are the real stats that I want to talk about Liam Delap. And big up to invade the wing. Big up to him because he promised that we were going to do a thread about Liam Delap. But so I'm gonna read every paragraph, then I'm going to talk about it, then on and on because what a player, bro! What a player! What a player! So, guys, if you are watching, if you subscribe to your YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. It will be very helpful, guys, to subscribe and hit the like button so that more people can come and watch the stream. Because I think liking the stream, the YouTube algorithm will push the stream to more people to join. So please help me, guys. Subscribe if you haven't also liked the stream, guys. So I'm going to read this thread on Liam Delap and you'll give me your thoughts. What do you think about this? Then after that, I'm going to search latest Chelsea transfer news. If we didn't see anything, I think we'll call it a day because today I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about Liam Delap mainly, but if we get some transfer news, I think it's fair to talk about it because overall, the transfer window is open. Says Liam Delap is a generational signing for Chelsea. How can how would how he fit into the Intermaresa system at Chelsea? How he was used under Enzo Maresca in the Manchester City youth development. His link up with Cole Palmer thread, right? Says you do not know how I highly rate Liam Delap along Cole Palmer, Oscar Bob. He's probably one of the first most impressive City Academy prosper rate in the past 5 years. He has he has England future number 9 potential, the only one who I trust to succeed Hurricane. Wow, 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 wow. So let me go on. Says this when some people see Liam Delap, they see a relegated striker for Ipswich Town. What I see Liam Delap is a physical dominant instinctive monster who can excel in all phases of the play. What he has also led under greatest manager of all time and familiar with his new coach. Physical Liam Delap is probably one of the most strongest player in the world. The way he bullies defenders, midfielders, everyone in in the most physical league in the world. Very impressive. That is the most concern with most number nine coming from less intensive leagues. Can can they survive physically in terms of the Premier League? I think this is a very important, right? What I said right here. We are linked to Hugo Ekitike. They say a lot of fans are saying, what if he comes to Chelsea and he's not physically enough to bully defenders? But with Liam Delap, man, he gives me the Diego Costa vibe, because Diego Costa at Chelsea, the reason why most of the Chelsea fans loved him, he was the way he was bullying defenders for fun and scoring the important goals for us. So, in terms of that attribute, I think Liam Delap for me physically is so strong. As I mentioned before, remember the game he played against Ipswich Town? Oh my gosh. He bullied our center backs, bro. This kid, and he's only 22. He bullied our center backs. So that's why, like, for me in the Premier League, I said, I think it's a bargain to sign a striker like him. And also, is is got a small risk, right? Paying 30 million for him, a small risk. If it doesn't work out, I don't think it will be end of the world. We can loan him or sell him to another team and move on and sign another striker. But what I want in Chelsea, like we signed Cole Palmer, Nicholas Jackson, those kind of players with low fee, and they're doing it at Chelsea. I want Liam Delap to do more, to score over 15 and 20 Premier League goals. I think will be a good thing for Chelsea and for him. So let's see what will happen. So let me continue with this. Says Liam Delap's physical profile allows him to excel in any phase of play. He can contribute on defense set piece by holding back opponents. The bigger threat he can contribute in midfield by using the strength to hold up the ball, and he can absolutely dominate the box and shrug off defenders. Like, I don't understand why his who scored says his holder play is bad. I don't understand. Man, I don't know. I don't know why they're saying this. I don't know why they're saying this. I don't know, guys. What is that? Okay, FB Rev. I want to check something at FB Rev at the moment. I think I need to do this, guys, before I continue. Um, okay, I'm gonna do something right now. Guys, if I new haven't subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. That will be very helpful. And big up to Chelsea Ultra for being on the chat and helping me uh, with the stream. Just people have this misconcept that ball uh, dominance solely means being good really, but this just isn't the case. Box dominance means you can able to be lethal in the box Whenever you are in the box, an aura radiates around you. You evoke fear into defenders. You're able to get the ball with instinct, shake off the defenders, get 2 second balls, and bury everything that comes your way. Of course, aerial is also included in this, but solely aerial ability, no, 100%. It says, and this is the second point I want to address, that Liam Delap isn't good aerially. This couldn't be further from the truth. No, it's no an Osman in the air, but he's certain not as useless as people make out of to be. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up, Anopa, big up, Anopa, big up, Anopa. Big up my bro. Big up my bro, Anopa. Big up my bro. It's been a while, bro. It's been a while. It's been a while. I'm doing a player analysis of Liam Delap, so I'm gonna send you the link. So if you want to join, you're most welcome to join me. You're most welcome to join me. Says right now he is winning roughly 1.9 of his aerial duels per night, which put him in the most of 90% for forwards. Majority of those duels come from long balls from keepers or defending set piece, but never on the offensive end. That which he had get more opportunity at Chelsea with a better set piece delivery. Think of him like Haaland. Is heading his strength, no, but he can head a ball with ability necessary. Yes. So the most important thing is he can bully the box. He's not afraid. Bro, I've saw some quote right from him saying that he likes to bully players. I don't know. I think on the 2 minutes video that showed on the Chelsea app, even on YouTube, talking about his attributes, he says he liked to bully defenders. So overall, I think he'll do well at Chelsea. Okay, no problem, bro, no problem. I'm just finishing up with Liam Delap and everything. Then I think we can talk about transfer news and everything. Says what makes Liam Delap so good, in my opinion, is that just his physicality, but the nature of his runs that make you able to generate a yard of pace, get quick burst of acceleration, and create his own pace. It is absolutely lethal. It is so good at dragging defenders around, catching up with guard. His movement is very much like Erling Haaland. When you watch him, this is not to say he's good as good, but the nature of it is very reminiscent. So let me wait for Anopa to join, because I want to talk with him about some transfer news. Forget about Liam Delap and everything. For me personally, I think Liam Delap will do well. It continues, and this is what was so potent in the Manchester City Academy. Says this runs off open up space for wingers. Dozie, Namek, Palmer. Those runs often made opposite re- re- rethread their sharp and become more compact to give the left less space. Intent it left Copperman Namek free to penetrate the box. Okay, let me check Pi. Let me check Pi's. Let me check Pi's right now. He says, "Oh, let me add Anopa. I don't know why it was not showing here. Big up Anopa.
Big ups to Vocal. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Let me do this before continuing with Liam Delap because we have some latest news right now. It says AC Milan have rejected a bid from Chelsea for Mike Maignan. It was less than 15 million. 15 million. A final make or break offer is expected on Monday or Tuesday. So, Anopa, personally, what are your thoughts about Mike Maignan, and do you think Chelsea should sign him?
You know what? At first, if you asked me this like a year ago or 2 years ago, I'd say 100% yes. But I feel like his stocks have gone down a bit in terms of him being rated by other fan bases, and I feel like he's not as highly rated as before. But I think he's still world class in terms of goalkeepers. He's one of the goalkeepers who I think maybe he's not world class, but has the potential to be world class. Should I say? I feel like the fact that he can start for the French squad, and we know how talented this French squad is, shows his
Mhm.
talent. I don't know if you watched the game of Spain and France. Hey,
Yes.
watching that, I got a bit of just scared, thinking this is gonna be our goalkeeper. but but look, all goalkeepers make mistakes. So I didn't really focus too much on that. But I think we should stop disrespecting the player because I don't know why we're going so low. We need a goalkeeper. So it's a must. We've been crying out for a goalkeeper since Mendy dropped down and everything, and we need one now. So I think we need to just pay up. Pay 25 to 20, whatever, and then get it done. Stop trying to fight this club.
Yeah, but I like what Chelsea is doing, right? They know this guy only have 1 year left on his contract. So if they don't sell him, even though it's a low fee or anything, next season is going to leave as a free agent. He made it clear that he wants to sign a new contract. So that's why Chelsea are busy toying around, which is a good thing. You can't estimate 130 from 30, 35, 30 million for him. No, you can't do that when a player wants to leave Chelsea. I mean, the club doesn't make sense. And also on his 1 year left on his contract. So Chelsea want him, but they know AC Milan are desperate for this money. But hopefully we get him. Hopefully we get him, bro. But I understand your takes about him. Personally, if he comes to Chelsea, I think he's a world class. Yes, last season, even the game against Spain, he had here his moments, but overall, you can say the same thing about the Spanish goalkeeper. He considered 4 goals. Is he a bad goalkeeper? I don't think so. So it's football,
Yeah.
man. But in terms of Magmania at Chelsea, coming to Chelsea, I think personally he can improve us in terms of he already have an experience, right? He's a leader and he won major trophies. So he'll bring a lot of experience. So that's why I want him at Chelsea. But if you can sign him, fair enough. I won't even cry about it. But as long as not Robert Sanchez or someone about next season, I'll be happy.
Yeah, no, I get you. I mean, for me, there's no one else can think of for the price, for that low price we can get for a goalkeeper. So we should just go and get him. Um, I think it's a good option. And I think there was a report that last time said he wants to join us or something, right?
Yes,
If
yes,
I'm not
correct.
mistaken. Yeah. So I think we just need to try our best and get him because I think he'll improve us much better than having Sanchez.
100%, bro. So let me share something before we move on. Um, There's also a latest news from Chelsea transfer. Um, okay, okay, okay. Let me do this. Papi says, don't give them what they want because of his first transfer window. Most clubs think they can scam Chelsea into paying high amount for players. 100%. Like I said, if 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 the, he stays there, we're going to get him as a free agent next season. So it's win-win situation for us. So AC Milan better be careful what they are doing. But personally, I think we're going to get him for 20 million, if I'm not mistaken, or even 15. I wouldn't mind. The price it says that price is not it's not low, bro. Every time going to give their players their price tag, so there's no way they're going to say 5 million for their best player. So it's how about Emil Martinez? What are your thoughts about him, bro?
That's another one I'd actually like as well. I wouldn't mind him. But I do feel he's a bit rash sometimes. Like he makes crazy decisions. He's very like these South American players. Some of them
Yeah,
they do crazy things sometimes. So I feel like you're a bit of a high risk. Like I remember, with, Villa playing United, high risk game. Champions League's on the line, and he gets a red card. We can't be having players like that. But I won't lie, he's world class. We saw what we did with Argentina. So yeah, but I prefer Mike Maignan just because of the fee, and it's probably less complicated to get him.
yeah, I agree with you. And then Aston Villa will ask for huge money for him, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
So according to this report, says Newcastle are ready to step up their pursuit of Joao Pedro, who is linked to Chelsea after identified 60 plus Brighton and half urban forward as a ideal profile to boost area house target. Personally, like I said, do you think we should buy this player at Chelsea?
It's a weird one because after getting Delap, I'd want a proven striker, like we said the last time. But based off what I've seen, I don't think I don't think we'll ever get Osman or Gyökeres unless there's a big development. So and Ekatike paying 100 million for him is crazy. So I can't lie. This after getting the lap, this actually does not look like a bad idea. On top of the lap as well, because I know Jean Pedro is good. He's class.
Yeah,
Yeah. Based off our situation, I think I can't think of anyone else that's better to do this right now. I think this is the best thing for us to go for in terms of that striker position.
and also the news right from Portugal says Benfica have reportedly offered Chelsea 25 million for Portugal's international João Felix and hope to register him before Tuesday to include him in the Club World Cup. Do you think 25 million for João Felix is good enough? Personally, no, no, no. They should offer more than that. 25 million, no, no, no. What are your thoughts?
We How much did we buy him for? It was 40. We bought him for 45.
Yes, we brought him for 45.
Yo, we are getting scammed everywhere. But I mean, look, it's one of those things where like if you buy a player and you loan him out and he doesn't impress in the loan, his value's gonna decrease, unfortunately, and that's our fault because I thought this season, like I was lied to after that Wolves game. I thought we were going to be seeing Felix, starting afterwards and making connections with Neto and all that type of stuff. We're calling it Netflix. We're doing all this hype. I thought we actually sorted out our depth. And then Maresca, I don't think Maresca really rated Felix. And if a manager doesn't rate a player and then he goes on loan to another club and that manager doesn't rate the player as well, unfortunately, we're going to have to take a loss on him. So I understand that they're offering us that, but I think we'd rather take because at the end of the day, we got Felix because for the Gallagher. At the end of the day, we didn't even buy him for his talents. We bought him just so that we could sell Gallagher. So yeah, we're gonna have to make a loss, but that's on them because they should have known that Felix was not what we really needed in our team. He's a good player, but he doesn't really give you all the output that you need.
Yeah, that's too low. Says
So what do you think? 35 is a good
yeah, I
price.
think 35, 35. That's a good price because it's under contract. And then remember, I think we gave him maybe 6 years contract. So there's no way we're going to accept 25 million unless they give us
Yeah,
one of their players with that money also. There, I can say that because they're
I get
producing a lot of world class talents there at Benfica. So
yeah.
I don't know, but it's too low for me. Says Puggy says, can Nicolas Jackson be uh, utilized on the left wing? Personally, I said it several times, right? I don't mind Nicolas Jackson to play our left winger because I think he's so good in terms of dribble and everything. Yeah, my issue is with him is not clinical enough. But as a winger, I think he can offer us another threat or another dimension the way we are playing. So I don't know about you, Joe. What are your thoughts about this question?
To keep as a left winger, that's not a bad idea. Um, because I remember Pochettino did it and it actually worked. Because then we won't shout at him for missing chances. He won't really be needed to be scoring all the chances, just creating. And I think Jackson can create. We see how he created for Palmer when he was playing as a striker, and keeping him on the left wing means that because I think with Jackson, he just needs someone to play with, someone to link up with. Even in preseason, I don't know if you remember him and Mudrik
Yeah,
linking up all the time. So he's a good player that for players near him, they can build a connection, good passes around. So I think I wouldn't actually not against that idea. And maybe if let's say Delap and our other striker gets injured, then he could come as a striker. But because we have a emergency. So I actually don't mind that idea. I like that.
yeah. Like I said, I don't mind that also. So as Chelsea Athletics, the new bid for Magna is 15 plus 5 million euros, about 15, 14, 15 million. That is what price of to get him. Let's see. Says too low. Says 35 plus 10 audience for I think it's for Felix.
That's crazy. We'll never ever get something like
Says
that. That is
25 million for
the thing
for
is
Martinez. Nah, nah, nah.
Martinez 25 million. I don't know about
Yeah, it
that.
says those clubs might as well buy us to dinner the way they are trying to us up this transfer window. Says 30, 35
Sure.
plus 10 for a player who wants to go and he's only 1 year left. That can be a money problem. You think about who Felix or Magmania says 15 million is a fair price. 100%. Like, I know a lot of people don't rate this guy, Party, but actually is so good in terms of Chelsea news and everything. Says Almania, Chelsea can officially bid 15 plus 5 odds right now. Milan sinks 30 million only. Positive side on the player pushing as well. Allegri cannot convince him. UCL is key. I think he said it in the morning around 12 a.m. Then his latest news says, as I said, officially bid of 15 million has been rejected. Chelsea will come back with a new offer. So overall, bro, how much do you think we should offer for Martinez?
Ah, tough one, tough one. I think he is 32 as well, so he's a bit old.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's 15 to 20 range. I think it's fair after what he's done in his career. But I think he'll ask for a big contract because I think he's one of those players who knows how good he is, and he probably wants a certain type of salary. If that makes sense because of what he's accomplished. So that's my thing about him.
yeah. So let me share something I wanted to show you, right? Because I think this is very interesting. Um, where's that, man? Okay, here. So this is Liam Delap. It's currently Chelsea and Jackson, right? Now Hugo Ekitike. Look at those stats. Don't you think Hugo Ekitike will do well at Chelsea? What are your thoughts about that? If you sign him, let me show you actually.
So Did you share the screen?
Sorry about it.
Oh, there
I
we go.
thought
I
I
see it
was
now.
I shared.
No, no problem. Oh wow, that's actually very. That looks very promising. So with Delap, I'm not gonna judge him too much because Ipswich did get relegated, and there was nothing there for him to work with. He was working on based off counter attacks and scraps. So I'll be a bit lenient. With Jackson, we gave the ball a lot to him, so we had possession, we had chances. But looking at Ekatika, this is very good. I mean, it shows that he's better than Jackson. You can see that. Um, yeah, I think my only problem is that the fee is crazy. We want to pay a fee of that, a package of I think I saw 100 million, a package of 100 million for him, someone who's really unproven. Then I'm against that. I like him. I like the player. I don't mind if we get him, but the amount they're asking for him is crazy, and I wouldn't want to pay that much money for him, unfortunately. But the player, I'm glad with him. Very, very good. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. And just before you move on, what are your thoughts about Tottenham Hotspur's sacking their coach?
If I was a Tottenham fan, I'd actually be happy about this. And let me tell you why. Because he's just gone off on a massive high. I'll be honest with you, I don't think that was going to ever get better with him. Fair enough, they got lucky in that Europa League. The teams they weren't really that good, you know. And that season was bad for Tottenham. 17th is terrible. The amount of losses, over 20 losses, is
22.
crazy. So 20, he lied.
You want me to show you the table? Let me show you the table.
Oh my goodness. Do you know how bad that is? And they didn't get relegated. That just shows how bad the relegated teams were. Because if any serious other teams from the past that fought for relegation were fighting hard, they probably would have gotten relegated. They didn't even hit 40 points. So I think for and them sacking Ange was a very good decision because then he leaves on a high, right? He leaves with a trophy that they needed. Then they can rebuild something else because it was never going to get better, unfortunately. Never. Because he was too stubborn. But also the players they have are not really that good. I've looked at this squad; it's not really a great team as well. But some fans were upset. Some of them are happy. I guess it's one of those things. But I think most fans are probably upset because imagine not have seen your team lift a trophy in your lifetime. He wins a trophy, then you sack him. That's kind of crazy. So it's insane. I was just thinking if Chelsea had a manager who won the Europa League and finished 17th, I think it would also be awesome for the manager to be sacked because that's unacceptable.
Yeah, can you see that? 22 league losses.
Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy. Oh my goodness.
They won 11, draw 5, lost
11
22.
games. My word, that is terrible.
Ah, okay. Look at this. Papi says 3 cars and 2 goats for Martinez. Says
Uh,
Enzo Fernandez may help.
yeah,
Says
yeah.
Thomas Frank, new space coach. I think he's the favorite. And big up to Bob. He says big up Tempo, big up all the chat. Yes, I think Eketik is very interesting. I hope it's possible. I'm listening and driving and can join when I'm getting home in an hour. If you're still on the stream, yeah, let's see what will happen. But unfortunately, I don't think I'll stay here for that long time. But I'll try to do another stream later if we get some Chelsea transfer news because it's been quiet. It's been so quiet recently. So, like I said, 22, bro. 22. That's a lot,
Yeah, it's
right?
crazy. It's crazy. He had to be sacked. Based off the league form, it's
Yes.
too bad. It's too poor.
So now this is our structure, right? Till the Club World Cup. Do you think this squad is good enough for us to win the Club World Cup, or we still need some additional players?
Ah, I think so. I think so. I think it's but winning okay, the teams I saw they are crazy. So I mean, if we have to verse PSG, I don't even know what's gonna happen. I don't know if even want to watch that match. But you know what gives me confidence? Our midfield. I'm like that's the one place where I get so much confidence when we have someone like Caicedo and Enzo and Lavia. So seeing that gives me confidence that we can be stable, we can create chances, we can defend well. And then if our attackers just finish well or make right decisions, I'll be happy with that. I'm so curious to see what happens when Neto crosses the ball this time. Can Delap get off the end of those, crosses? What's gonna happen if he does that? I'm already getting excited for the season. Just if I see a cross and a header from Delap, I'm already gonna start thinking we're gonna win the league. That's that's how excited I'm gonna be if Delap can header the ball, or and even having a centre back with sorry, a striker with such aggression. I was watching a video of Delap just it wasn't even a compilation of him scoring or assisting or anything. Just him fighting with centre backs, and I was like, yes, this is what I want to see. Someone with like passion and aggression and all that. So now centre backs know it's not easy. They must know who he is. So I think it's a good squad. I hope we do invert Cucurella though, because sometimes Merska doesn't like to invert him, but I think he should be inverted.
Okay, Poogie says, how about Nick Jackson for who? For Noni. Okay, let me do this. That's why I think it's very important to sign Hugo Ekitike. You want something like this? What do you thought about this? Jackson playing as a left winger. If you don't sign a winger,
Actually, my problem with this is that based off your formation, I've noticed sometimes when you watch Neto and Madueke, they look like they're playing as wing
mm,
backs. So I don't know if Jackson has got that defensive responsibility like Neto and Madueke. That's my only problem. So if it's inverting like that, it's going to be a bit weird because that means that left hand side is going to be wide open. Unfortunately, if Cucurella doesn't get back in his position in time. But I like it. It looks good. I think this could work because then sometimes Jackson could even go up front and Delap could go next to him. And you can experiment. So I like it. I think it's very good. And then we can create chances with so many people with this layout. So I like it. I wouldn't mind seeing this at all.
yeah. Actually, I haven't seen enough goals of Liam Delap scoring with his header, right? So hopefully, like you said, this is a Chelsea, he can do that because we all know that Cole Palmer, Enzo, Neto like to cross the ball in the penalty area, even Noni Madueke sometimes. But we lack an aerial presence or someone who can bully the defenders and convert those chances. And I think Lem Delep, if you do that at Chelsea, I think you're going to have a good striker. I think you're going to do that. But also,
Yeah,
like I said, we still need another player. Hugo Ekitike or even Victor Gokeres. I don't know what's going to happen, but it seems like Victor might go to Manchester United because Arsenal are looking for Sesko. So it's going to be interesting that what are we going to do.
yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see. We'll see what. Wait, sorry, just repeat the question. I think I missed the last part of it.
No, I was just explaining that personally, I would like us to add another striker if it's possible, so that we can get
Yeah, yeah,
competition. Because
yeah.
I was hoping maybe we can get Victor Gogores, but it seems like Chelsea or most clubs are not interested in him. I don't know why, but if you say,
Did you see how many penalties he scored?
hmm?
Did you see how many penalties he
No,
scored?
no, no, no.
I've never seen someone score so many penalties in a season. I think it was 18 penalties he scored last in the season that just passed.
In the league,
I think overall.
18. Wow.
I know. So okay, obviously that shouldn't be a reason, but I'm just saying maybe there's something that we're not seeing. I don't know what it is though. Because I feel like what the thing is, Tebogo, he played in the championship, and I feel like if you pass that test, it shows that you've got physicality.
Yeah.
So we know he's physical. He can finish. Is it the problem that maybe he needs lots of space? Maybe playing on the counter attack. I don't know, but he looks like he can score. I've seen the way he sometimes bullies defenders off. It's actually ridiculous. They can't even do anything. Like he's too he overpowers them too much. So yeah, he's I don't know why clubs are not going for him. I don't know if it's wages. I don't know if it's attitude, but it's weird. It's very weird. I have no idea why.
Yeah, I have no idea why the clubs are not going after him, bro. Okay, what he's saying here says Sancho what? It says Sancho is an extra with the option we have. Sancho won't stay at Chelsea, unfortunately, so we have to move on from Sancho. Bobby says 100%, 100% love. So, what are your thoughts about Liam Delap getting a number 9 t shirt at Chelsea? Are you happy about it? Because we always say number 9 t shirt at Chelsea have a curse. So, what are your thoughts about it?
Eh, I don't know. I mean, it looks good. The one thing I'll say is it looks good on him. It looks very good. It looks like it suits him. Um, I don't know. It's gonna be. I'm so traumatized after seeing all the strikers we've had that are number nines. Never worked out, eh? It's never ever worked out. I mean, I think Tammy Abraham was the closest to almost
Yeah,
breaking the curse
tell me
because
what.
he wasn't that bad. Yeah, but then you got Lukaku and you've got Morata and oh, no, Morata was Morata number. I don't think he was number 9, was he?
Nana Morata
I don't
first
know if he was.
season he was wearing number 9. Then the second season he was wearing
Oh yes,
29.
yes, yes, yes. I remember. Yes, because I remember those were 29. Yeah. So I feel like we cursed. I feel like we cursed. But I feel like Delap won't. I feel like he's a different type of striker. I think this is a striker that we need. I just hope he develops well. I hope this is a play that he shocks us because, like we said, at Ipswich he did a great job with nothing. Now we're going to be giving him so many more chances, opportunities. He just needs to take them. Take more than how much Jackson did, and then we'll be happy. Get 15 goals in your first season. I'm happy with that. Get 20. I'm happy with that. So let's see what he
Yeah,
does.
just
We just need to create more chances.
when you talk about Liam Delap, right? That's why, like, after seeing these stats, I don't think it's fair enough to charge him. Look at this: passes he received 7.8, bro. That shows that,
Wow.
and Jackson 50.8, Iketike 69.8. So it clearly shows that uh, Liam Delap at Ipswich Town, he was targeting because how they play, right? And also, it's a small team, so they're going to park their bus when they have the chance. They're going to do those kind of attacks. But at Chelsea, it's going to have a lot of attacking options. For example, there's no way it's going to fail. Cole Palmer, Enzo, Neto, bro. If he fails, I don't know what is going to happen. So clearly that's the difference. Can you see that?
But I'm thinking about right now. I will be extremely angry if Maresca changes what his system is because our system created actually quite a lot of chances. If these wingers stop crossing the ball, I need to see the same amount of crosses they were doing this season.
Yeah,
If I don't want to see nonsense. They must do the same thing. Just cross. Because we were complaining that they're crossing too much and there was no one there. They must continue doing that. Because I remember under Tuchel, we were creating so many chances. We bought Lukaku, and then we just stopped crossing. We just stopped crossing. We stopped giving the ball to the center areas. And of course, Lukaku didn't work out, but we also weren't really creating any chances. It was weird. I hope this is not similar. I hope we create out the same amount of chances we did, and then I think he'll score. I think he'll score most of them. So yeah, Neto needs to start doing those crosses. Madueke as well. Let's stop being selfish. Get the ball in the box, and then now we've got a physical, dominant striker who can score goals. So I'm happy with that.
100%. So before we wrap it up, okay, says Delap is a top striker. Says Enzo Maresca said he will never change. No, he will say this, right? But tactically, he'll change. He'll see something. So no way the coach will play the same way every game. So now Cole Palmer is our new number 9. What are your thoughts about Cole Palmer having this T-shirt, and also Misha? What do you think? What is happening around Misa at the moment? Because we all know that Michael Mudrik is our number 10, but it seems like Chelsea are moving on, and then we gave Cole Palmer the number 10 T-shirt. What are your thoughts about this?
Firstly, I feel bad for Michel a little bit because I feel like he was really building his confidence in the Conference League. I thought he was very much better than what we've seen.
Mm.
So it's sad that this whole situation's happened. Yeah, imagine your number being taken away from you. That's rough, unfortunately. But I think it was right to give it to Palmer because he's a number 10 and he plays like a number 10. Palmer, he deserves that. If there's anyone who deserves someone's shirt, I think it's Cole Palmer. And yeah, he deserves it. I hope it doesn't do anything to him. I hope he doesn't start dropping in performances. Even though the season wasn't really good, um, at the end of the season we saw he was starting to play like the Palmer we saw at the beginning of the season. So yeah, I just hope this gives him more confidence to start knowing that he's basically our main man in terms of attack. That he's the one who creates the chances, scores the goals, gives us that like bit of world class. So I like it. I'm very happy you got the number 10. Very very happy for him.
Yeah, Bobby says Jackson is excellent as a left winger. He attacks and defends very well, and he played with Cocorella as a left back. They were incredible. So, like I said, hopefully, I, this is the thinking that if you buy Iketike, most likely Nico will play that left winger role, and maybe get things if it's possible. We'll wait and see what will happen. So, bro, do you still have enough time to talk about anything else?
Um, I don't know. So have you watched the UEFA Nations League games, all of them?
Yes, correct, I did.
And who do you think is going to win the final?
I think I think Spain is strong, but never rule out Portugal. But overall, I think Spain is strong.
I agree. I was thinking to myself that you know, at first I didn't like this Nations League thing.
Yeah.
I didn't like it at all. When it gets to these semi-finals, and it's very exciting. The quality of football is awesome. So I'm very I like this competition actually. It's one of the competitions I'm slowly starting to like. I don't like that our players now are playing so many games and everything, but yeah, but I agree with you. Spain are surely going to take it, and yeah, when I watch that, and then I think after that there's no football really. It's just international. Then Club World Cup starts in I think I don't know how many more days, but it's soon, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the Club World Cup will start soon. The Club World Cup will start soon.
Yeah.
So today,
So yeah, hopefully we can.
hopefully,
Yeah,
so hopefully what?
I'm saying so it's just international games. I hope we can sign some players, even one, just to join us in the Club World Cup. Just one more player. I think we need one more. Hopefully it's Mike Maignan because then I've got a higher chance of thinking we can actually win this thing. So yeah, hopefully we can get him done before it starts.
For me personally, I would say Hugo Ekitike for me.
You think he can be done?
No, that like you said one, right? For me personally, I would say Hugo Ekitike because I don't think as much as I don't rate Sanchez, but I think Sanchez in our previous last 5-10 games, he improved a lot. So I don't mind playing the Club World Cup with him as I was goalkeeper if we won't be able to sign Mark Mena. But in terms of players that I think will help us, I think Hugo Ekitike can give us something different. Just like looking those stats, Ariel is so good. He's skillful. He can link up play, everything. So I think getting him for me over every player, like we linked with Gerard Hato, we are linked with Magmania. So even Hugo Ekitike, but it seems like I mean not Ekitike, I mean Gittings. It seems like Dortmund doesn't want to sell him after the Club World Cup. So that's why it will be hard to get him. They are saying maybe after the Club World Cup they can sell him. But right now, if I can say one player, I think Hugo Ekitike for me will be perfect. And also the reason why I'm saying this, right? I said yesterday on my stream, I want Nicholas Jackson to have pressure. I want Nicholas Jackson to be challenged, right? So I just want to see the best out of Nicholas Jackson. When you have someone who's challenging him vice position, will he do very well? Will he play it down or like? I just want to see the best out of Nicholas Jackson because we used to have Salomon Kalou, Drogba, and Anelka. And Chelsea dominated a lot. We won so many trophies because we always had competition. And all those players contributed at Chelsea winning major trophies. So that's why I'm saying, like, if you sign Hugo Ekitike, bro, I think, bro, will be messy for us. So what are your thoughts about it?
No, I mean I agree with you. I mean that would get me more excited for the Club World Cup because then people don't know how to analyze this because it'll be so unpredictable. Got so many strikers, three because Jackson will still be here for now, and we could experiment. We could. Oh, it'll be very fun to see. I'd actually enjoy that. So yeah, if they can do that as well, I'll be happy. If we can get TK for the Club World Cup, it's an awesome place for him to start. And show us what he's got. And yeah, hopefully it's not one of those complicated deals because I'm looking at the complicated deals, like for example, Verts to Liverpool. It's been taking so long, even though there's agreed that he's going to join Liverpool. So I just thought initially that since Ekitike cost so much, it was going to take long. But it's still possible. He still could sign before the Club World Cup, I think. So yeah, hopefully we can get it done before.
So let me show you something. Just imagine, right? And we have this as on our lineup. Let's say this. Um, Forget about Jackson. I'll give Iketike maybe a number 19 t-shirt for now. Just imagine we have this, right? This guy, because this is what we normally do. Uh, and Corella can play here sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about it. My network again.
Oh, sorry. I
Can you
thought it was
hear me?
mine. I thought it was mine. Sorry.
No, it's actually mine. And then, like, that's why I was like, what? I've been having a good network recently, so this is a surprise. And I've been streaming with StreamYard. That's why today I say, let me try Restream because it's been a while not using a Restream. So I was just testing Restream can give me a better network also. But it seems like I'm going to continue doing my stream with StreamYard. So
Okay.
what are your thoughts about this lineup? Just imagine we buy Hike Ekitike, right? And this is most likely to be our lineup. Because Michael Correa used to come this side when we were playing Parma and João Felix. I think against Leicester City we did that. Felix was here, Parma was here. But just imagine if you have Hugo Ekitike here, Paul Palmer, and Delap.
You know
Oh,
what? That looks amazing. It's I'm already getting excited. It's like we've got the player. You know what makes it even better? The fact that there's still good players on the bench we could bring on. That even gets me more excited. That's if this doesn't work, you can even add more players and then you can make impacts. Like Madueke is not there. Jackson, because Jackson, we can't act like Jackson is some useless player. We know he's got things that he can help us with. Jackson's still on the bench. Lavia, you can bring Lavia on. Uh, is Estavio here now, right? He's with us.
Estavia will come after the Club World Cup because it's going
Okay.
to represent Palmares. And then after that,
Oh,
he will represent us.
and Santos.
Andre Santos will be here.
Yeah, so it looks very nice. If I'm being honest with you, I think you know what you've just made me now think we actually can win this thing. I actually think we can win this, and I'm very excited. I hope we do win it because this is a good team, and I don't know if you saw that badge will stay on us for 4 years. Imagine that badge on us for 4 years as world champions. That'll be awesome.
Actually, let me share something on X. Then I want to show you something in terms of Chelsea midfield. How will it look like season? Because I thought I saved it, but Let me post it on my X and then I'm gonna share it right now on my phone. Let me see. Look at our midfielder option next season, bro. I'm gonna show you this. Man, in terms of midfield, I'm so happy about it. Let me do this. What is wrong? What is wrong? What is wrong? What is wrong? Come on. Yeah, it's posted right now. Okay, let me do this. I think it's there right now. Just imagine, bro. I'm telling you right now. What what is going on, man? Why is not showing? Okay, let me refresh now. Our midfielder next season. Oh man. Maybe it's not showing because it's my computer. Ah, whatever. I don't know what is happening. But anyway, next season I'm going to have Darius Sego, Andre Santos, Rome Lavia, Moses Caicedo, and Enzo Fernandez.
Wow, that's loss of depth. I love it.
So let me do this. Let me share it to you, and then I think doing this way will be much easier because I can't get it right now. I even yeah, yeah. I just want to show you this. Yeah, look at this, man. I know a Sego here one way number 60 shades because it's wearing by Levi Colwell. What are your thoughts about this? Look at this. We
Oh
are
my goodness.
midfield.
That midfield, we are sorted for the next decade. Don't even look at the midfield ever again. I remember we used to be crying out when we had Jorginho. We used to be like, we need a midfielder, we need a DM, we need this, we need this. And it's just so refreshing to see that our midfield is so sorted. You even forgot Pires.
Bro, Payet for me is sort of a number 10 or a winger. Personally, I would prefer him as a number 10. Him and Estava William. But now we are talking about central midfielders.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at
And these are
this.
good. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's very
Man,
refreshing to see that this like it's gonna be difficult for I just know all I know is Caicedo always starts. I don't think I'll
yeah.
ever drop Caicedo. Enzo, I love Enzo. I think he also is a starter, but I think Andre Santos is going to shock some people. And then we've got Lavia as well, who's also amazing. So it's gonna be so difficult to see how we balance it. We might even have to play with three midfielders. Maybe to to shut the game down or something like that. But it's exciting. We are sorted for so many years. So I'm very happy in that department. Very, very happy.
Poogie says the squad looks great. And also he says this. We should be challenging for the title next season. If we sign Magmania and another striker and also a left back, I think potentially we can challenge for a lot of trophies because our squad next season will be so good. Will be so good. And I wish we could sign Nico Williams, but getting him will be complicated, bro. His salary plus tax, also his current price tag. Also, you need to pay tax. No, that's crazy.
Yeah,
It
it's
says
complicated.
the midfielder lacks height and physicality. Well, I disagree. You know, I disagree. We used to have N'Golo Kante. What did Kante do? Just being smart. We need a smart players. Boogie. Uh, Sometimes if you're not physical, I think you can be smart. Moses Caicedo for me is physical. Dario Sego for me is physical. Andre Santos is physical. Lavia is physical. Enzo, in terms of this midfield, I can say Enzo is not that physical, but he's growing. You can see now he's growing into that. So I don't mind that, bro. Do you agree with his comment?
I mean, height definitely, but physicality, no. I think, like you just said, you're 100% correct. Enzo's definitely grown from it. Caicedo's always been physical, and you're right. You don't always need a tall physical midfielder. If you're smart and you know how to mark your man or when to attempt to get the ball, you sort it. That's all you need. So I'm not too fussed about that. And plus, at the end of the day, that height and physicality must mostly come back to your centre backs. It shouldn't really be your midfield. Your midfield, it's good to have a strong, it's good to have a physical and um, a good height in midfield, but that's mostly for centre backs because they're the ones who deal with, the crosses that are coming in. They're the ones who deal with the strikers. So I'm not too fussed about that for midfield.
Yeah, bro, we are feasting, and all of them will be there in the Club World Cup. Mm, bring on PSG. Bring on PSG.
Tough, but yeah, bring them on.
So, according to Bluco, says Chelsea offered Georgia Petrovic or Kepa in exchange for Mike Mania, but AC Milan refuses. I disagree. In terms of Petrovic, I don't know about it. Do you think this is true? And also, do you think if this was true, what are your thoughts about this?
I don't know. I don't want Petrovic gone if I'm being honest with you. I think he's one of the players that needs to stay. I don't like that. The Kepa one is fine. I don't mind. Send Kepa anyway. But not Petrovic. But that's smart because they'll need a goalkeeper. And Kepa has proved that he's a good goalkeeper this season. Bournemouth are very happy with him. I think he was even linked to going to Arsenal for Kepa to be a second choice. So I think we should try to do it for Kepa, and that would be a good deal, just to sweeten the deal a bit. And then maybe we could get Mike Mayon for a bit less.
Hmm, that is very interesting. Anyway, bro, man, I don't know if a lot to talk about. I think if later we get some news, I'll definitely do another stream because yesterday I did a stream just to run off what is happening at Chelsea, but now it's so quiet. So I will do a stream tomorrow talking about latest news if you get them. And if not, Monday after work, I'll try to do another stream also just to wrap it up.
Yeah, no, not a problem. I'll join definitely on Monday.
Okay, no problem. So thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me on, Tibuku. Have a good day.
Have a good day too, bro. Abdul Charles, guys, thank you for coming. Poogie, Bobby, we had Chelsea Ultra, Papi, Chelsea Session, Abdul Charles, guys. Abdul Charles, you have Fowele. Thank you for joining, guys. Abdul Charles, see you in the next stream. Peace.